Loop closest to the wall.
Loop closest to the wall, yes. Okay, so we're gonna start laying down, then we're gonna move onto our knees. Okay, so we are going to get yourself nice and comfy, push the your butt back towards the back part of the carriage. Loop on that top leg, okay? Top leg is looped. Now, what you want to think about here is you want to make sure that your hips stay nice and stacked. So your bottom leg is just resting. Point through the toe though, just to get that nice little bit of extension. And then we're just going to start straight up, straight down, making sure that the hips stay stacked. Okay, so just up and down. I'll just keep our count for us. Hopefully. 3. And you're just pushing your weight into that hip, keeping the chest nice and open. Your top arm can hold out wherever you'd like it. 5. We're gonna press down on this next one. And then I want you to come up about 3/4 of the way. Take your toes, make sure that you're externally rotating. When you're externally rotating, it's out of the hip. We're gonna go for that frog. So flex in, point and extend. Good job. Flex in, point and extend. You're extending out at a diag. 4, 5. We're pressing out here. 6. Bring that foot back into parallel. Hip, knee, ankle lined up. Swing it straight forward. Exhale, press it straight back. Just come to where your ankle lines up with your hip straight down towards the foot bar. Just try to keep your legs straight the entire push forward and back, keeping your core nice and tight. We're doing everything in 6s here with no rest. Just really getting into that side glute here. 5. Next one, you're gonna press it back. You're gonna hold back here for just a moment. We're gonna go into pedaling a bicycle, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to bend that knee with a flex, okay? Then I want you to extend the leg straight out in front of you. Exhale and push it back. So we're like pedaling that bike. And what you wanna try to do is keep those hips stacked. Don't let that hip fall forward, okay? And keeping the knee lined up with that hip as well. So rope goes underneath the knee as you bend forward. We're going 2 more. Now go ahead on this next one. Pull that leg straight down again. You're lined up here. Hips are nice and stacked. We're gonna reverse it. We're gonna come forward, bend the knee. With the heel, you're gonna push back towards the foot bar. Point forward, bend the knee, extend the heel back with a push. 3, 4, 5, last one, and here's where we get the killer. So make sure your hips are nice and stacked. Bring that front foot forward, okay? Make sure that the hip and the hip and the knee are lined up. Right hand can come in front of you, tip the toe down, slowly lower it down and lift it up. And down, and up. You're gonna get a little movement in the carriage here. 3, 4, 5. Don't stop here, come back to where you're lined up. Push that foot back towards the room behind you, keep the toe down. Now it's just little tiny lifts. Little tiny lifts. Carriage is gonna stay pretty still here. Tuck in that belly button. Keep that core nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bend in. Let's take that handle off. Let's take that carriage all the way down. Just hold on to that handle with your hand. Take that top leg and just extend it over the foot bar. Just give it a little rest. We're gonna go right into, we're gonna continue working that leg. So we're gonna roll up, okay? We're going to bring that left foot looped onto the back of the carriage. We're just gonna go for full exhaustion. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna loop this right foot, okay? So it's going into the arch of that right foot. Okay, so you're kind of gripped with that left foot. And you want to be a good 8 inches into the carriage so that when you're standing, your hip is lining up with your knee. Obviously, we're going to get a slight shift as we put our weight in there. So we're going to bring our hands down to the carriage. You can go on top here, or you can come down front and forward. I prefer to be down. It's up to you. We're going to shift our weight into this left side. You're going to tuck in your core. You're going to kind of push back just a tiny bit so shoulders above behind the wrists. You're going to lift up that leg, and you're going to go ahead and press and pull forward. So your straight leg, you're going to be out of a slight diag. You're pushing all the way back, coming all the way forward. Oh yeah. Yep, this is a good one. 3. And you're just making sure you're tucked in the core and that you're not sinking into the traps. Okay, push those shoulders away from the ears. You should feel this as much in your abs as you do in your glutes. Now press back here. Now we're gonna flex in that foot and come for that frog. So flex and press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, press out here, okay? Point through that toe. I want you to lift that leg up. Then I want you to flex in that foot, and I want you to just push up, tight in the belly button, pulled in through the core, squeezing through the glute, okay? Flexed in that foot, you're just getting those pulses. 5, 4, 3, don't stop here, push it up as high as you can and hold it. Flexed in that foot, you're holding. We're gonna slowly come down with a point, okay? You're gonna bring that leg out to the side, okay? So we're out to the side. Sinking that weight into the left side, we're gonna go up and down here. Okay, as straight as you can in that leg. 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, come on in. Take that handle, release it off. Let's go ahead, turn around, face your carriage, just hang. Actually, go ahead and let the handle go, that's totally fine. Bring that right leg up on top of your carriage. Bend in your left knee. Push into that right side and just fold over the front part of the carriage. Just get into your glutes. You can even come down to your forearms to push more into the glutes. This is just like a modified pigeon. And then we're gonna go ahead and slowly come on up. We're gonna stay on this side, but change your spring load out to a blue. So just a single blue, take off your red, okay? We're gonna just keep the handle on, just because it's easier. The foot loop on, just because it's easier, it's not that big of a deal. You're gonna come onto your side, same direction, same handle, facing this way to work our arms. So you all put just a blue on, correct? Okay, so we're down on our side. Again, get yourself comfortable. And once you're down, just relax through the legs. Okay, just keep the toes nice and pointed. We're gonna bring that arm straight up in front of you, and you're just pulling it straight down. The only thing you have to really be mindful of is that rope coming across the front part of your face. And you're just exhaling on your down, inhaling on your up, straight down. One more. Actually, let's go 8. Let's go 2 more. Press down on this one, okay? Now lift up so your elbow's not touching the body, and you're gonna bend at the elbow, fingertips up towards the ceiling, and press back down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 3 more. 2. Now press down on this one, okay? Bring the palms of the hands facing the back of the room. Swing straight forward. Exhale, pull straight back. Okay, again, watch that rope. Don't need any rope burn on the face. 3. Here we're just going for 6. 4, you've got 2 more. 5, ready to kill the triceps. Press back, hold here, okay? Bend that elbow, bringing the back of the hand towards the face, exhale, push back. 5, 4, 3, 2, press back here. Okay, last thing, come forward, okay? So your arm is forward. I want you to go 4 nice size circles in each direction. So each direction, good size circles, work those shoulders, get your 4 in, go for a reverse. Remember, it's always an inhale as you open and exhale as you close. And 4. Then go ahead, let that handle go. Take that arm, let it fold over the top of your head and just let it hang like gravity. Kind of take it. And then go back up to the ceiling. Go back just a little bit, opening up more through that chest and fold it forward. Just let gravity take it down here. We are going to go ahead and switch let's take our spring load back to a red, okay? So back to a red spring load. And let's just go ahead and grab that same handle. This time it's gonna be in the left arm, okay? So you're gonna lay back on your back with that same handle in your left arm, okay? So just on your back, okay? Now what I want you to do is, you might have to widen out your shoulder rolls. They might be okay there. We're just gonna do a few abs. We're just gonna keep the shoulder rolls in just because it's a little bit less of a transition and more convenient. You're gonna take your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Right hand is coming down by the side of your body, rested on the carriage. You're gonna inhale, you're gonna exhale, you're gonna curl up, hold the up, and then slowly release. Inhale, exhale, curl up, hold the up, slow release. Push into that carriage, exhale, pull up. You're fighting the urge for your body to twist. One more, you're gonna pull up, you're gonna hold the up. We're gonna lower those legs. Lower a little more. Lower a little more. Lower a little more, pull it back up with a flex. Point the toes, lower, 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 point or flex and come up one more time. Lower, 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 flex, come up, rest. Right hand is gonna go over the top of the left. We're gonna go into a little bit of obliques. What we're gonna do is start with our legs in a high tabletop. As we curl up across the body, extend the legs opposite direction. So your legs are gonna come up towards the left, your arms are gonna come down towards the right. So right hand over the left, legs in a high tabletop, squeeze at those knees. We're gonna inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna curl up, extend the legs, and then slowly bend out of it. We're going 5 more. 4. Use that exhale. Keep that chin away from the chest. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Really push into that side oblique. 2. On this last one, pull up and hold. Hold the up. Hold that up. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Go ahead, let that handle go. Just drop those knees down to the left, look to the right, but open your arms up wide. Just a little stretch. And then drop down to the left, over to the right. We are going to reverse and do everything on the opposite side. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start from the top. So roll up, grab that handle now closest to the door, and you're going back on your back to start out. I'm sorry, not on your back, we're going on our side. On your side, on your right side, left leg looped. Everybody feeling good? Everybody's quiet. Okay, so remember you're gonna push your booty butt back towards the back part of the carriage. We're gonna loop that top leg, okay? We're gonna stack those hips, nice and stacked. You're going straight up, straight down. So we're just nice and pointed through those toes. Inhale on your up, exhale on your down. Good job, ladies. Yep, you got it. 5, these are all in 6s. Remember to point through that toe, elongate out of those hips. This is your last one, press it down. Now I want you to take those legs about 3/4 of the way, toes up towards the ceiling in an external rotation, bend for a frog. So exhale on your push out with a point, inhale on your flex and you're in. And keep those hips stacked. Naturally you want to roll back, push them back forward so you're nice and stacked. We've got 3, 2, great job ladies. Press and extend on this one. Come back to parallel, toes facing the front part of the room. Drop your foot down straight forward for a straight swing back. So all the way forward, exhale, push straight back. Again, mindful of the rope here. You're trying to keep your hip, ankle, knee in alignment. All the way from the pull forward to the press back. 4, 2 more. 5. Now on this last one, press back. We're gonna go for the bicycle starting with the bend in the knee. Bend in the knee, then push the foot straight forward. Exhale, push it back. So a bend in the knee with the flexed foot, push it forward, point as you press back. 3, you've got 3 more. 3, 2, and then you know what comes next, just a reverse. So you're pressed back, you're gonna swing straight forward, flex as you bend, and push that heel towards the back part of the foot bar. Straight leg forward, bend in that knee, press that heel back towards the back part of the foot bar. 3, 2, last one. Here's the killer. Bring that leg straight forward, toe down, dip it down low, pull it up high. 6, all the way down, all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to push that foot a little bit farther back towards the room behind you, toe down, and just lower and lift, little tiny movement. Just a little tiny movement out in front of you. Push that foot as far back towards the room behind you as you can. Push it back, push it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, take that handle off. Let that top leg just hang for just a moment over the foot bar, just giving it a little tiny rest. What we will do is we will roll up. We're gonna go onto our knee and loop that same leg. Okay, so let's just roll up. Let's just knock her out. So you're looping, or you're hooking your right leg about, 8 inches in. You're gonna loop that left foot down on that arch, okay? We're gonna tuck in the core here. You're gonna come down, holding onto the top part of the carriage, shoulders behind the wrists, sinking the weight into the right knee. Okay, you're gonna have a slight shift here, but we don't wanna overcompensate. You wanna try to keep those hips squared and belly button tucked in. Okay, we're gonna just press back and pull forward. So you're just straight leg. You're gonna be at a slight diag just so your feet don't hit the floor. Or if you brush the floor, that's fine. Try to stay with the pointed toe. And as you're pushing up, we're pushing into that glute. So left glute is what you want to feel the squeeze in. Right glute is going to get real sore real fast. You're going to press back on this one. Press back on this one. We're going to flex in that foot, and we're just going to pulse up towards the ceiling. So core is nice and tight. You're pulsing up towards the ceiling. Little tiny pulses. Okay, make sure you can say yes and no in your head and neck. And then push up as hard as you can. Push up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come down. We're going to go into a frog. We're going a little out of our rotation, but go back up, okay? Bend in with a flexed foot. Exhale, push out with a point. 5, make sure you're exhaling on your out. 2. Press out on this one. You know what comes up. Come out to the side. Toe goes down. We're just going up and down. Tuck in that belly button. Keep that core nice and tight. You'll feel it in the core and in that right glute a ton. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, ladies. Go ahead and take that handle off. Take that handle off. Let's go ahead. Face your carriage. Let's put that left leg up on top of the carriage. Walk that right back. Bend into the right. Push into the left and just forward fold. So you're just getting a little forward fold in. Just a little stretch. Yep, you got it. And then we're gonna slowly come on up. You're gonna change your spring load out to a blue. So add your blue, take off your red. Same handle, same side. Down on your side with that handle to do a little bit in the arms. Okay? Feeling good? Everybody feeling good? We're doing a nice quick flow. So here's where you're just gonna stack those hips, get yourself comfortable. Nice and stacked in the hips. We're gonna start, your hand is gonna go into the loop, whatever feels good with where your head is at. You're just going straight up, straight down. Again, just be mindful of the rope coming across the front part of the body. We did 8 on the other side, so we're gonna go ahead and do 8 of these. So we've got 4. Use that exhale on the down, inhale on the up. 2. Press down on this one, lift that elbow a little bit off the body. Bend at the elbow, bringing the palm or the back of the hand towards your face, and then press down. So fingertips go up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, press down. 4, 2 more. 5. Press down on this one. Now take the hand and twist, rotate it so that the back of the room is where the palm of the hand is facing, and sweep the arm straight forward and then straight back. So straight forward, straight back. Inhale on your forward, exhale on your back. 3. 3 more. Really force that exhalation. Really tighten everything up when you do. 2. Last one. Press it back. Now you're going to bend at the elbow, bringing the back of the hand towards your face, exhaling and pushing back out. So retargeting those triceps. You got it right there. 3, 2. Press it back. Now we're doing 4 circles in each direction. So just come forward, nice big circles. 4. If you need a little bend in the elbow to release a little bit off the elbow, you're very welcome to get that little bend. If you can keep that elbow nice and straight, you're going to get more into the shoulders. You're doing 4 and then a reverse. Your arms are going to be exhausted. 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, release. Let that hand, hold on to that handle, but just go ahead, take that arm, just let it fall forward in front of you. And you can just come out of your curl, you can just rest your head, whatever feels good. And then take that arm, let's go open it up towards the back of the room behind you, just like you're doing a chest stretch, opening up. And then take it over your ear, so you're going back into the back part of the well. We're gonna stay super light here on this blue for the abs on this side. So go ahead, stay with that handle or that foot loop. Slide onto your back. That is hopefully more graceful than I just did. Okay, this is gonna be super light load on your abs. We're just gonna keep it light, okay? We're gonna go ahead, bring those legs up. Okay, we're gonna do left arm down by your side. We're gonna come from a bent knee with these, and then we're just gonna curl up and extend. So a little different than we did on the other side. Bend the knee as you release out. As you exhale and curl up, straighten those legs up towards the ceiling. Try to get up towards the ceiling as you curl. Okay, remember, driving the curl from the belly button, really tightening through the core, working to keep that spine as straight as you can. It naturally wants to shift. We're gonna go 2. We're gonna pull up here, hold the up, okay? Now you're up, we're just gonna go straight down with those legs, flex and pull them up 4 times. Straight down with those legs, flex and pull them up. Straight down with the point, flex on the up, 1 more. Down, flex and up, release. Just a little tiny breather. Left hand is gonna come across the right. This is where we're going opposite side with legs and arms to get into those obliques. So you're gonna come into a high tabletop with the legs, squeeze those knees together. We're gonna inhale, on our exhale, you're gonna curl across the body, over to the left side, bring the arm or the legs over to the right, and then release. And continue that flow. One more, pull up and hold. Hold the up here. Okay, take your gaze out of that dyad. Really squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Let that handle go. Drop your knees down to the left. Look over to the right. You can have your arms out to the side or back behind you, whatever feels good. Drop down to the left. Look over to the right. And then let's roll back. On our backs, let's hug those knees into the body. So bring those knees in for a nice hug. You can point, flex, or circle your ankles. And then we're gonna go ahead and take those legs out nice and long. Long over that foot bar, arms out nice and wide. Point through those toes. Nice long stretch in the body. Go ahead, bring those arms, a big swoop down to the sides of the carriage. Inhale, on your exhale, push those hips up into the sky. Just lifting the lower back and the hips up off the carriage. Slowly roll it down. Flexing those feet once you imprint. Big inhale, point through the toes. Exhale, push right back into it. Slow roll down. Bring that carriage all the way in. Slowly roll up. We're gonna do 2 different things. So, Christian traditional arms, let's go 1 red. Take off your blue. Let's go ahead and change our foot loops back to handles. Foot loops back to handles. We're gonna go a red, and then we'll increase the spring when we go into biceps, but we're gonna stay on a red and do more reps with these traditional arms. And we're just gonna go ahead, make sure your shoulder rolls are pushed in all the way. We're gonna use the shoulder rolls as we would the lumbar support. So 1 of 2 options here for doing these. You can push your knees up into the shoulder rolls, or you can drop those legs back and you can hook onto the back part of your carriage. Either one is fine. The more you're extended, the longer your pull is, the more difficult it is. So it's totally up to you, okay? We're gonna start with crossing the handles. So you're taking your left handle in your right, okay? And we're gonna start with those lower lats. So what you're gonna do is stay in that nice neutral spine. You're just gonna pull back here. Okay, it's probably gonna feel pretty light at first. That's okay, we're gonna keep working it. Okay, so you're tucking in your core and you're just pulling back, flipping the palms up and then releasing. Shoulders stay drawn down, you're squeezing the shoulder blades back behind you. Okay, we're just gonna stay here for a few more, then we'll add in our holds. 3, make sure you're exhaling on your back. 2, pull back and hold on this one. We'll look at yourself in the mirror, drop those shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you, start those little tiny pulses. So just little tiny pulls, full control over the ropes, okay? So little movement so the ropes stay nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, go back to that flow. Release forward, exhale, pull back. Release forward, Exhale, pull back. You're very quiet today, Stephanie. This is quiet in general. I think the music's just calming. 2 more. 2, pull back and hold. Pull back and hold. Drop the shoulders down. 5 more seconds of little tiny pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Little rest. Okay, we're gonna go into high pulls next. So our high pulls are gonna come, we're gonna keep the ropes crossed, we're gonna stay in that neutral spine. We're coming straight up to the shoulders here and releasing out. Again, it's gonna feel super light to start out with. That's okay, keep it nice and light. Trust your core, tighten through that core, pushing belly button back to spine, pulling up in that pelvic area. Trying to not break in your wrists, keeping the wrists in alignment with the elbows and shoulders on the end point of the pole. 3, 2, pull it up and hold. Pull up and hold. Let's just let it out about 3 inches. Push the shoulders down, hold. Let it out 3 more inches. Release all the way out, pull all the way back up. Let it out 3 inches. Let it out a little more. Let it all the way out, pull back up. Let it out a little. Let it out a little. Let it out all the way, pull back up. You're going 6 more, all the way out, all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, push the shoulders down. Pull up on this one. Ready for the weird move? Chicken flap it. Drop the elbows in, pull them back up. Drop the elbows in, pull it back up. 3, 4, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release out of it. You're gonna go ahead and just give yourself a little tiny breather. We're gonna uncross the ropes. We'll go for airplane arms first. Then we're gonna a little bit of tricep, tighten up our load, and go for biceps. Okay, so come on up. Roll those shoulders back, nice and tight in your neutral spine. You're gonna inhale, exhale, just push straight back, pull straight forward. So push, pull, as much control over each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, press it back and hold back here. Hold back. Okay, push those shoulders down, open up through that chest, start those little baby pulses. Little baby pulses, full control over the ropes, little tiny pulses. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, press back and hold, push back, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Little bitty breather, okay? Make sure there's no tension in your head and neck. Always should be able to say yes and no. We're gonna go into a little bit of triceps, okay? So we're gonna come back up. Now what I want you to do is almost sit all the way back. So sit back, then hinge forward, okay? So you're staying tall in your back, not curved, we're hinged. We're gonna bring those arms out to your side. Then I want you to take the palms and push them to the room behind you, and we're right here. Okay, so you're just bending in the elbows and pushing back. Good job. 4, 5. You know you can rest at any point. This is halfway. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press it back and hold it back. Okay, you're holding back. Straighten those arms all the way out. Push them up towards the sky. Palms are up towards the sky. Now I want just a little tiny bend, like an inch bend. A little tiny inch bend and press back. If you can't do the bend and press, bend in an inch and hold it in. That's your modification, you're just holding. If you can keep those little tiny pulses going, keep them going for 5, 4, 3, 2, don't stop. You've got 6 more, all the way in, all the way out. I see that death stare down there, Bonnie. 3, you got it. 3 more. 3, 2, let it out. Woo! Let it out, little tiny rest. Okay, we're gonna add on to do our biceps. So, can y'all hold on and add on? Let's add on a red. Okay, red is gonna be a little heavy. I got you, girl.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. Okay, so we're all on 2 reds. Okay, so with our bicep curl, we're gonna hinge our body backwards. Now there is a little bit of a choice here on your bicep extension. So you're in your neutral, you're gonna hinge back. Okay, you're trusting in your core, tightening in your core, pulling up in your pelvic area. Arms are extended out. You're gonna curl here. Now you can tighten the elbows into the body and use a little resistance on the body. It kind of lightens your load just a little bit. Otherwise you're straight out, pulling up, releasing out. 5, 6, 2 more. You know what to do. 7, pull up on your 8. We're gonna do 3 of these. So we're up, we're gonna do 3 with a slow 5 count release all the way down. So go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, curl it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, curl it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, curl it up, release it out, we're reversing. 5 count up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release it out. 1 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 on your own time, your own count. 6. I'll count mine out loud. You can stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, don't stop. This is the last. Pull it up. Let it out halfway. Let it out halfway. Drop those elbows down. Push those elbows out. So push your hands straight up. 5, 4, 3, last little bit here. 2, push it up. Release it out. Great job, ladies. Let those handles go. Open that chest up nice and wide. Push those shoulders down. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. Big, huge inhale. Bring the right arm across the left. Good job, ladies. Open back up. Let's do tricep on that side. Bring that right arm, walk it down your back. Take your gaze down towards your knees. Open back up. Left arm across the body. Open back up, left elbow down. Open those hands up to the ceiling. Open up nice and wide, interlace back behind you. Gaze up towards the ceiling, pull the shoulders away from the ears, pull the arms out of the body. We are gonna go ahead and change our handles out to loops. We are gonna go ahead, before we put our feet into the loops, so we're just gonna change them just to transition. Let's just do a little bit of planking, okay? So we're gonna do foot loops on just to get us set up, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and come up on top of the machine with just a single blue spring. Okay, so just a single blue spring for a little plank series. Because you know what we say, a day without planks is like a day without sunshine. Kristen, are you gonna be okay on top like this?
I'll try it, yeah.
Try it? Okay, if not, we'll,
If not, I'll turn around.
I was gonna say flip around, yep. Okay, we're gonna come up on top, feet together, shoulders over the wrists, on the balls of the feet. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, press it out. Okay, so what we're doing is exhausting those shoulders even more than what they already were. We're tucking in the belly button, okay? Shift yourself forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists. Yeah, perfect, there you go. That's perfect, and you're just holding. Belly button tucked in nice and tight. Concentrating, make sure you're breathing. Squeeze those inner thighs together. All right, let's just go ahead and target those two. Pull in that belly button, pull it in nice and tight. And we're holding. Guess what? We're halfway right there. That was 30 seconds. Push your hips up. Try and push your hips up a little bit. There you go. You got it. If you got to come in, just hike it in and push it right back out into your plank. We're down to 20 seconds right here. 20 seconds, and that's a full minute. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds to go. Just keeping those shoulders away from the ears, shoulders over the wrists. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull it in. And just give yourself a little rest. So you can push back, you can drop down on your knees. We're gonna take 15 seconds. We're gonna go into just a few plank to pikes, okay? And then we get to end with foot loops, okay? Almost done. What I'm gonna have you do is just walk those feet about 3 inches apart. Come up onto the balls of the feet. But you know what, let's walk the feet up real close to the top, okay? Walk it up real close. That way we can get really deep into our pikes. So inhale, on your exhale, press your machine back. And then go ahead, pike it up, pulling those feet in towards the carriage. And going nice and tight in the body. Stay on the balls of the feet. And then as you push that tailbone, you're coming all the way up. So just pressing out, pulling all the way up. Keep it going. Sneak over here. Keep your shoulders right here so that all your movement comes from here and back. So don't move up here.
Okay.
Now press all the way out. Yep. And then push up here and pull all the way in using your core, staying on the balls of the feet. Perfect. Keep your shoulders pushed forward because that's where your shift is, so you want to target this more. 10 more seconds. Yeah, look at that. Get one more good one in. One more good one. Come all the way up. Come on down to your knees. Give yourself a little stretch back in that child's pose. Great job, ladies. Just give yourself a little stretch. When you feel good, throw on 2 reds, take off that blue. We're going for foot loops. 2 reds, no blue, foot loops. Foot loops, this is the best part. That's why we all come to Pilates, right? You ladies did awesome. That was a great workout.
Yeah, thank you. That was good.
Yes, of course. So once you get into your loops, make sure that they're even, straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. And you're just thinking about your inhale on your up, your exhale on your down. Make sure when you're coming up, you're getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings. So just let those legs go back nice and slowly. Then exhale, push all the way down. Let's press all the way down and then come up to that 30 degrees. Externally rotate, flex, and go for your frogs. So take these nice and slow so you get that full stretch on the in. Then exhale and point through those toes. As you come in, get that full stretch and a flex. Exhale, extend. We're gonna go 2 more. We're gonna stick together for the Peter Pan. So everyone extend all the way out here. We're gonna Peter Pan it, bending in the right, extending in the left, and just hold. So you wanna keep your back imprinted into the carriage here. Now, exhale, pull those heels together and switch it out. Bend in that left, extend in that right. Exhale, pull it together. We're gonna just switch back and forth. So one side, pull together to the other. We're gonna go 2 more on each side. Keeping that core nice and tight. 1 more on each side. We're gonna pull those feet back together. Bonnie, you and I are just gonna go small circles like this. Little tiny dinner plate. Kristen, you and Stephanie go those nice, huge swooping circles. Remember, it's always an inhale on the open and exhale on the close as you pull those heels together. And then go for that reverse. So So no matter what circles you're doing, reverse your direction. And then let's all pull our heels together. And then let's reverse whatever if you're doing small to big, if you're doing big, do small. So just nice, continue those circles. Just changing out your size. Reverse your flow. So reverse your direction. And then let's pull those heels together. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bend those feet in towards the chest. Grab onto the bottom part of your loops. Push your elbows into your knees and open up nice and wide. As you've got those elbows driven into your knees, go ahead and rock through that spine a little bit. Just rock a little bit back and forth. And then come back to that neutral and then just open those legs up, holding onto those ropes so you're getting a little bit of resistance. Ropes or foot loops, whatever feels good. Your lower back will be a little bit lifted off the carriage here. And then pull right back in. Bring the soles of the feet together. Now I want you to release with your hands, and I want you to keep the soles of the feet together, and I want you to drop your legs down towards the spring so you're opening up in the hips. And then come back up, imprint through the back, bring the feet into parallel, push them straight out. We're gonna go up and overhead. Drop down with an inhale. On your exhale, push up, drive those legs back behind you, dip those toes down, bring those knees in towards the forehead, slowly roll that spine all the way down to full extension, and let's go again. Inhale, come up and over, pushing up, then dropping those feet down, back behind you. Tuck those knees in towards the chest or forehead, slowly rolling down to full extension. Ladies, you're done. Great job. If you want any extra stretching, you're welcome to do it. I can also guide you and help you through anything. So otherwise, good job. Thank you. We'll see how